19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hopefully you guys can hear me and stuff. Anyways, what's up? What's up? Give some people some time to get in here. I know I got the camera at a funny angle, but I'm at my wife's computer, and it's set up a little different. She's a little different size than I am, so I bring it down to all right, Ronnie, what's happening? So I bring it down to so I can fit in the camera, or most of me anyways. So yep. How's it going, Mr. Ronnie Ryan? So I was coming home today, taking my son somewhere, our youngest, and I was coming home. There's a guy walking away from the porch. I thought maybe he's a salesperson or something. But sometimes my wife has groceries delivered and different things like that. And I just was like, where is this guy coming away? I don't see no grocery bags up there. And it's usually like a Walmart truck or Amazon or something. And he was just going to his car. So like maybe he's a salesperson. So I did a little lap around and then waited till he pulled off to pull up. Then I seen that she had ordered something from CVS. And I didn't even know CVS delivers, but I guess they did this time. I was like, well, you could have just called me and, CVS. I could have picked up something while I was out. Said, no, it was free for some reason. I don't know why you get free delivery at CVS. But anyways, welcome to America, where CVS delivered to you. I don't know if it was DoorDash or Uber. I don't know what the program was. It was just a little bitty CVS bag up there, so I brought it into it. So today I'm going to talk about whatever, this, that, the other. I know there's probably plenty of things that everybody want to talk about. Figured I was bored, so I thought I'd get on here and talk to people. I actually finished up my taxes yesterday, so they're done. Bam. So usually I wait till like April to do those bad boys. Like the last week, I'm sweating to get everything done. This year I'm on top. But I do some other people's taxes too in our family and stuff. And so far, one of my sons, he hasn't came to me yet saying, hey, Dad, we do my taxes. But other than him and then one other person, I'm done with everybody. The Great American Scam. That's right, Mr. Ronnie. It is a scam. You guys stop wasting our tax money. Stop giving it away. I don't know what people are. Nothing. There's a lot better things to do with your money than give them to the tax man. So, well, I was trying to see who all might come on here today, and maybe we'll have some interesting guests. I actually commented on a few posts on Facebook, telling the people to, if they wanted to talk about it, to come over and we can talk about it. One of the things, it looked like a lady had posted, no man that's 30 years old should be talking to somebody that's 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. And, I think that's a crock of shit. Um, as long as they're adults here in this state, 18 and above, you're an adult. As long as you're an adult, if that 18-year-old girl wants to talk to a 60-year-old man, they're adults. Okay. Um, it's it's okay. Why would somebody have a problem with that? A 30-year-old talking to somebody in their early 20s, it's no problem. That's the way I see it. Me and my wife, we got some years in between us, but not that many. It's I think we got 7 years between us. That's right, Ronnie. It's two consenting adults. It's not. Why is everybody? Why would somebody trip about that? Maybe she's older or something, older lady. Maybe she's 30 years old, and the guy she likes is talking to somebody younger. But a lot of times, girls, women, they like guys that are older. They're not looking for somebody at the same age as their maybe people they're in school with, if they're going to college or whatever. They're looking for somebody more mature, maybe that's already got their stuff together. So I don't blame them. It's when I was younger like that, 18, 19, 20. I would talk to older ladies. I never like dated somebody that was real older than me. I think I did for like a lady that was like 5 years older than me, but not seriously. Yeah, older older men and women in which they were than like teenagers. Yeah. So I thought also one guy, he was asking about certain part of the Philippines. Is it safe? Uh, he's talked to his girlfriend a long time. He wants to go visit her, but is it safe? It's Mindanao. It's got to be unsafe. But he's looking at going to like CDO, which is a very safe area, and some places like that. It's not, it's no problem there. Just any place, any place is a bad place if you don't act right, right? If you're flaunting your money, if you're flaunting, like I got a bunch of jewelry, my girlfriend's got Gucci bags and Chanel. She acts like she's too good. What's up, Scooby? Howdy, howdy. So you can make any place unsafe, right? So it don't matter what part of the Philippines you're in, it can be unsafe if you don't act right. But as far as CDO, Scoot can probably tell you it's no problem. CDO is cool. I I don't know how many foreigners actually live in CDO, but I know I have one friend that lives there. He's been on and off living there for about 3 years, 4 years. But I think it's not a problem for somebody to visit that area. Now, if you're going to Cotabato City, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what you can do to be safe. I've been there a few times, and that's where my wife grew up. No problem. uh, you walk around with thousand pesos taped to your chest, huh? Watch everybody talk to you. just don't carry a lot of money around with you. If they rob you, what are they gonna get? $20. Mm. I got 20 girlfriend propose. Yeah, walking around with some money on you. Shoot, I rarely, when we lived there, I rarely had money on me. I might have 100 pesos or something, but other than that, I didn't carry money. I gave it all to my wife, and she carried the money. Because if there was business to do, she wanted to buy something or whatever, I didn't get out to the vegetable stand and try to barter with them because they ain't come down on that price if they see me. So she would do that, had the money with her, and not a lot. I wouldn't. It was rare occasion if we had a lot of money on us, unless we just went to the bank or to the ATM or something. But don't carry a lot. That's right. Maybe have 100 pesos. What are you gonna get? And then if you go to one of those areas, when I was over in Kitty Pawan and some of those areas, if they were to try to kidnap me, I'm not going with them. You know, that's not something that I do. Stick a gun in my face and I don't have one on me, I'm just gonna sit down. Okay. Okay. Good luck carrying me, because I ain't going with you. You can get mad. You can try to pick up my fat ass and carry me, but your wife gets a huge payout, huh? Yeah. Well, my wife will get a stuff, but not a big payout. So they better not be trying to get me. Yeah, I did put another water over here. Let's see if that's the wife coming in or my son. What? What was that? You guys see somebody bothering me? Trying to get me to open this. Is this what you got from the CVS? I already told everybody that you had somebody from CVS coming to the house. How's this open? What is this? Worth more dead than alive. That's right. No, it's I think it should be like pressure, but it's like both ways that turn it don't want to do nothing. Guys, I'm trying to open this little medicine bottle. Guess there's the camera. My wife tricks me. She got a camera on top of the screen here. There it goes. Just had to turn it hard enough to break the seal. Yep. She got $1 million policy on me. No, I know she don't have that, or she probably had me kidnapped. She probably had. Get him. Come get him. She get all my stuff plus money. Shoot. Hey, thank you guys for coming in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and appreciate it. We work for chips here. 22 caliber, huh? So you can blow it open, right? You know, I never seen a bottle like that. I got used to having my medicine in those little packs. She look funny wearing my underwear. She probably use them for rags. like cleaning rags. Uh, yeah. Nah, she actually trying to keep me healthy. We've been at the doctor this week, talking to the doctor. I got tests I got to go do. She's trying to figure out how to make me stop gaining so much weight. You know, what are you gonna do? Now I got on some new medicine that like keeps me hungry. I mean, I stay starving, so I gained about maybe 30, maybe 40 pounds since I started taking it. The bad thing is that the medicine is doing great for what I need it for, but that's one of the side effects. You stay hungry, and I would like be laying in bed. I'd be laying in bed, and all of a sudden start starving. Get up and fix a whole meal. You know, I'll be so hungry I can't go get a banana or something and eat it. I gotta go get a whole another dinner. So that's what was killing me. I drink a lot of water, but I put if I have them, I put these crystal lights in it. So these little Kool-Aid pack things. They they're not supposed to be too bad. So yeah, the doctor wants me to stop drinking soda. And I used to not drink soda, but when I went back to the Philippines, I started drinking soda again. Because, if you're out at a restaurant or something, you ain't about to have no water. You might crap yourself. So I would get a soda. And their soda tastes so much better with that sugar cane or whatever. So I got I got drinking it again. I was drinking some diet stuff here that didn't taste too bad. But after this is gone, I'm gonna stop buying it. My my kids are gonna be mad at me. But no sense having it around if I can't drink it. Oh man. But thank you guys for coming in. What other topics was there talking about today? Yeah, those two topics I knew of. My my other YouTube channel is doing pretty good. I called it's called Podcast on Demand, and it's I do I do some podcast over there, and I do some video, different types of videos, travel video, talk about traveling to different countries and stuff, and talking about people living in different countries. That's the main topic, and I've had it 2 months now, and I've already got it monetized, and I'm already making money on it. So, and it's pretty much a faceless channel, so I don't have to like this. I don't have to sit there with my face, and although I do stick it in some videos and stuff, but and drink the water. Ooh, I don't know, Scooby. I I learned my lesson drinking that water, or even the ice over there. They'll tell you it's filtered and it's good, but when you get the craps, you get the craps so bad that you damn near can't make it to the toilet. Hey, what's going on, too? You're going out the end of May. Not sure when I'm coming back. So you're going to the Philippines the end of May? Yeah. I don't predict unless something major happens. I don't predict me or Mercy will be in the Philippines this year, 2025. So back when we used to live in America, we would do like every other year take a vacation over there. Like I'd build up, like I worked at FedEx, so I'd build up all my vacation time and like take a month off. And like February, take a month off, something like that, and then go over there. But now, we got these kids in school and stuff, and yeah, not doing it. So you have to build up the immunity. Oh yeah. Hey, trust me on this one, Scooby. My wife thought she was a superhero, and she was over there one time. She went over there with my dad, and before we moved over there, she went over there the year before with my dad, and she was telling my dad not to have the ice in his drinks and stuff, and but she had it in hers. She got the crap so bad. I'm telling on her since she's not here with me. Then to some other places. Any place particular? Yeah, you guys. I don't know if you guys know, but my friend Captain Billy Jack. He was over in Vietnam. He'd seen Big E and Big Kevin and who else was over there? Somebody else was over there, but he's seen a bunch of people from our YouTube community there, and they were having fun. He said that Vietnam's really really nice, but right now he's in the Philippines and the Mercy Squirts. That's right. You'll never tell her. She might be on here, guys. There's 7 people watching, and somebody's not talking. So, and it's not me. Here's my phone, and then the TV. Oh, I had the TV playing while ago. Let me see. I put it. I put it on mute. I watch a lot of videos now on the TV since I got the YouTube on the TV here, and so I so I find myself not commenting as much on people's videos and stuff. There we go. So I'm up on the TV here. So I'm famous. Oh, I thought I turned it on. I watch myself. There we go. Now I am famous. Look at that. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Maybe Japan, Korea, China, maybe some other places to see friends. Yeah, very good. I've been to Japan and Korea. Korea was just a layover though. But China, we were trying to plan a trip to China to go to the Great Wall, um, and that's when all that fun stuff broke out. So we didn't go. Good thing now. Hook up an old computer to the TV. Yeah. Well, I got 2 computers in this bedroom already, and one outside the door there. And so I actually have a computer TV here. This is a TV that I'm watching this on, and with a computer, and there's another TV over there in that corner. But did you go as a civilian and meet people? Yeah, I've never been in the military, so. But in Japan, it was me and my brother. Me and my brother went there. It was on one of our trips. Hey, Tim, you got to get out of here, bud. Our my friend Captain Billy Jack is over in your area right now, Tim. So he's over in I think he's still in Angelo City area, but he's got more places in the Philippines he's planning on going. So maybe he'll pop on here while we're here. Yeah, Korea. I don't remember if I stayed in Korea. I think it was just a layover. Like 6-8 hours. When you're traveling Southeast Asia, that area anyway, sometimes you're in a country and you're like, now what do I do? That's kind of how I was in Hong Kong. My brother was with me in Hong Kong too, and he he had a lady. I don't know if she was from Hong Kong herself or Japan, but she couldn't. Not Japan, but China. She couldn't talk very much English, but she was trying to give my brother a bunch of stuff, and like I had to like get between him and her because she was all over my brother. Like, lady, gotta go. From 1992, that's your chat computer. Yeah, might run over to Dubai, Kuwait. That's cool. I definitely want to go to Dubai sometime. I don't know, not Kuwait though. Ronnie, you getting out of here too, man? Ronnie, you don't have to leave. Don't have to leave, my friend. Yeah. Unless you want to, right? It's just me. I know I'm not as guapo as my wife, guapa, guape. I thought she was going to come in here and hang out with us, but she might. Never know about her. But seriously, I was bored. I got all my stuff done for today. I got a video that I'm going to make for Check Out the Rileys from today, but I didn't feel like starting it. I didn't feel like doing that. So I thought I'd just jump on here. I wonder if I can make that video on my phone. I haven't made a video on my phone since I had an Apple iPhone, whatever. This one is Google. You'd think Google would be good for making videos, right? Yes, I don't know what's up with this computer, anyways. My wife is left-handed, so she got this mouse set up on the left-hand side, and it drives me nuts trying to work this mouse from that side. Say copy. Boom. Scoot, I don't know if you feel like coming up or somebody, maybe. Ban user and delete their comments. No, I'm not trying to ban nobody. Yeah. I wonder what, if I turn off my camera, what does it show? Nothing. Figured it might show my wife's picture or something. Need to go to the store later, man. Okay, Kevin, thank you for hanging out with me, man. Didn't even know you was there. Seen that new haircut, yo. That new haircut. You still in the States? I need to get back on TikTok. That's what I should do. Be doing some TikTok videos. Get all these people crazy. I go crazy, crazy, thinking about you, baby. I'm sorry about the camera again, guys. It's my wife has it set up on this. It's a cup thing, and it's like low. It's either high or low. If I put it up on the desk, it's too high. Put it there, it's too low. I'd rather show you my under chin. Yeah, getting so gray. Oh man. Anyways, the what else can we talk about today? I've been on Facebook more often lately. You know, on Facebook, when you look at something, then they start feeding you stuff. And I was looking for properties with like acreage, and and you know they're feeding me all these properties from all over the U.S. pretty much that has like acreage to it. I was trying to look for like a cabin type deal, you know, where it's by the lake, by the river. It's got some acres to it. I can go and have some pow pow time, and or if I decide to hunt or something, that'd be a place to go. But not not really looking for too much of a house, maybe a little cabin, something like that. But the acreage is what I need. I don't care if it's I really don't want it all cleared acreage either. So I want like woods and stuff like that. Maybe hills, and it's hard to get that kind of stuff here in Indiana. I want some flat. But I want some hills. So, but I've looked at some in Michigan and some in Kentucky and Indiana. Even though I'm so close to Illinois, and they have some that are pretty decent prices, Illinois is too strict with the pow pow, so and their taxes are too high, so not not doing that. So yeah, I don't want to do Illinois. I know there's some nice places in Illinois, but why would I hang out there if they're anti common sense? Yes, did I mess with my chat? Guys, I did drop the link if there's somebody that wanted to come on. I've been getting people asking me to come to their shows and stuff sometimes, and it's always, times like if my wife's in the room, like, I can't come to their show because she's got the only set of these. I think my son's got a pair too, but I don't have the microphone set up like I used to. It was left in the Philippines. Hopefully somebody's getting use out of it. Yeah. Well, you guys, if there's a topic you want to talk about, if you're here checking us out, make sure you say hi. What's up, Brant's World? How you doing, my friend? If your internet's any good, feel free to pop up. I I was gonna message you. I got something I want to talk to you about. It's kind of stupid, but I want to talk to you. It's that. Don't worry. I'm not. I'm not asking you to sponsor me. Nothing crazy, but yeah, I wanted to talk to you about something. Um, so I don't know if you got an email or if you're on Facebook or anything like that. Something I can, some way I can talk to you. I was gonna put it in a comment, but since you're here, I was gonna do. I haven't watched your new video today, but I laughed when I seen the title. It was when I was getting ready for this. Where did you say no filters? You don't have no filters. I'm glad you don't have no filters. You be too pretty, too good looking. Guys, I put away like 3 waters since I started this. I don't have a backup person yet up here, so can't can't hit the CR yet. Anyways, you guys, if you guys don't know Brent's World, man, he's got a great channel there. Go check it out. He's doing very well. I think he's doing well on his channel. He's doing what I used to do before I messed this channel up. Before I messed this channel up, we used to do, similar numbers. And then I had this great idea to put on a bunch of shorts and stuff. And shorts got crazy popular, and my people quit watching my full video. It's like YouTube quit recommending my full videos and just was recommending my shorts. So I deleted a bunch of my shorts, so I lost about 1 million views. But I had to get them off of there, or none of my full, if you sit there and make a full video and you get 2 views on it, you're like, what the crap? So they quit recommending my full videos and started recommending my shorts. Hey, there he is. There he is. We got somebody coming up. You guys give a big warm welcome.
All right. What's up, Daryl?
What's going on, man?
Hey, same old, same old. Getting ready, just waiting for last few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did my whole Social Security thing.
Oh, you did, huh? So it's around the corner for you, huh?
Yeah, I figured I might as well start collecting it before there's nothing left in it. Well, no, I actually, I mean, I sat down, I told somebody, I said, well, see, at a certain point, you don't earn anymore.
Right.
And I told somebody, I said, for the amount of hours that I work,
Uh-huh.
I said, I'm adding like for every 1 hour I work, I think I figured it out. I'm adding like 4 cents to my retirement.
Right.
And I said, so I mean, it would go up. I could theoretically get it up another $150 dollars
Right.
before I max out. So he's like,
Why?
is it worth?
Why, huh?
Is it worth it? Yeah, for $150 a month.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I understand, like if I was, I mean, just to put it in perspective, if it was like, if it's like $1,200 or $1,500, yeah, then maybe it's worth adding 150. But you know,
Hey, what's happening?
but if that's all your income, then maybe it is worth it. But yeah, for me,
Right.
nah, not so
Right.
much.
Yeah.
Harvin Clayton, howdy.
You know,
Well,
I see people, trying to retire and go to the Philippines or to Thailand, and what a lot of
Vietnam,
us hope to
yeah,
do.
Vietnam's now the hot spot when you have no money.
Right. So it's I totally understand it, and kind of live on
Yeah,
twelve,
if you,
$1,500 a month, and that's all they got. It's something to think about. I guess it's
I mean, if you don't mind, if you have a very low Social Security, and you want to live really well,
right,
right, where people will treat you pretty nice and everything,
right,
right? Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, Philippines, but they're getting a little pricier because there's too many people doing it. But I mean, if you don't mind a little cold, Mongolia is great. I mean, you can live there for about
right.
$350 a month, like a king.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
The food's good.
What do you think? You ever been to Cambodia?
Yep. Cambodia is nice.
How about
The
Laos?
Yeah, Laos and Cambodia,
About the
Thailand
same?
and Vietnam, they're all
Mhm.
basically about the same. They're
Yeah.
Buddhist countries.
Right.
Um, Cambodia, I mean, Cambodia's got casinos and everything in it, so if you want to
Yeah.
gamble, you can.
Right.
The I mean, uh, I don't know. Maybe it's a little bitterness from the war, but
Right.
Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam just aren't my forte.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know if I, my
I mean, they were
I
great.
got my dad
They
to the
were they were
Philippines and
great when
stuff.
they were great when I was over there. I mean, they're nice people. They're
Right.
easy to shoot.
Yeah.
You know,
My dad
I
was
mean,
like, "No way in hell you get me to go back to
yeah,
Vietnam."
yeah. But they're
When we were traveling over there,
yeah, yeah.
like,
I
"Don't
mean,
worry, Dad, I
they didn't.
won't."
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, unless you shot them in a kneecap, they didn't jump around a whole lot.
All
So
right. Yeah.
yeah,
It's there's definitely some options. I've talked to
but
people that go South America too. They go
yeah.
that way.
I mean, yeah. There's cheap places, and I mean, I know people who live in Mexico
Right.
and Cambodia, or I mean,
Yeah.
Colombia.
Colombia. Yeah.
Brazil. I had a
Yeah.
friend, that was his, he booked down to Brazil,
Yeah.
and
I
you
think
know,
JG is down there somewhere. I forget where he went.
well, him and James, they're in Belize right now. I was,
Where that what it is?
they wanted me to go with them, but uh, and I was planning on it, and then something came up. I had to
Sure.
take care of some stuff with my folks, and
Yeah, yeah.
that I got to
I
take
know
care of.
he went somewhere. So
Hmm?
I said I knew he went somewhere. He was telling us about it, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
slept since
They
then.
went. Yeah, we're down in Colombia, but they're right now. They're both in Belize.
Okay,
James had a friend that owned a resort in Belize, and
oh, that's good.
JG's JG he was all for going to the Philippines, and then now he's decided not. He's gonna try somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's Philippines is cool.
I told him, I
It's
said,
just
I mean, a great place to go is I told him a great place for him to go would be Japan,
yeah.
because in Japan you can actually own the house.
Can you?
You can buy a house now in Japan.
Oh, now you can because I was looking at some of those the houses that they have out in like the province or whatever,
Hmm.
out way out, and they were selling them really cheap,
Yeah,
but you had to live in them. And at the time, we were there in the Philippines, and I was wanting to like maybe pick one up and make it an Airbnb,
yeah.
and but
Well, you're not allowed to do like an Airbnb or rent it out.
right, right, exactly, and that's what they
The
said. So I couldn't figure out a way around it, and I could only be there so much time, and
Yeah, because like I bought a house in Kyoto. Well, it's 20 minutes from the ocean.
mm-hmm.
It's up in the mountain. It's about 20 minute. It's about a 20 minute. You know,
Right.
uh, not even a drive, train ride.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you know, from the house to the train station is probably a 10-minute walk, and then you get on. And then you get on. You know, and I paid 11 grand for it, and another $20,000 having it. I had an
Yeah.
American toilet put in it, you know,
Right.
instead of
Right.
a Japanese toilet.
Yeah.
And I had to have, you know, a couple little things done, but it's 200 meters, and you know, and I got
Mm-hmm.
friends in that area from when I
That's
worked
good.
over there, so it's, you know, it's a nice little retreat.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
See, here's what a lot of people in America don't understand in Japan, right? The older the house, the less it's worth.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I mean, buying a house in Japan is like buying a mobile home in the U.S. Every year, it's worth less.
That's wild.
Japanese, an old house, like the house I bought was built in 1960 something,
Uh-huh.
right? It's about 1,400 square feet.
Right.
Right? It's got absolutely no nails in it. The entire house is built without nails. It's all built out of wood,
Right.
and there's no nails in it.
What's up, Maximus?
And you know, and it stood through a couple of hurricanes.
Right.
Right? No, it doesn't have central air. It doesn't have central heat.
Right.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
but but the new
But-
toilet, but the new toilet does have an electric toilet seat, so it's nice and warm to sit down. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Maximus, you're right.
Yeah.
They've probably even got more than that in the
Yeah.
Kyoto area. I know they've got like
Yeah.
800 houses that have been abandoned.
I know the place I was looking at. It was so nice, and
Hmm.
it needed some updates to the house, of course. But
Yeah,
you know,
most of them.
I it's like something I could have dealt with. It's
Yeah,
it did have a regular toilet and stuff in there, and but it was like 60s looking tile and stuff.
yeah,
That I can deal with that stuff. But it was like 5-minute walk to the beach, and
yeah. I
then
mean,
walk.
this one, like I said, you know, it didn't have a Japanese, or it had a full Japanese bathroom, and and there was no American style bathroom, so it was time to. Yeah, you're saying you look like you put on a little healthy weight. Well, not according to Mercy.
No, not according to my doctor. I put on about 40 pounds since
What did they put you on?
uh, crazy medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something to
Oh, they
look at.
finally put you on those antidepressants.
Yeah, some of that kind of stuff, and
I told somebody. Yeah,
stabilize my moods and stuff, and which has worked great, but it made me like starve to death all the time.
yeah.
So
I told somebody, I said, yeah, I don't need antidepressants. I just need somebody to get my wife out of the room.
right, my wife to leave me alone for a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. It's
Take her
not
out.
mood. It's not mood swings.
Right. Yeah. But me, I just sometimes you go too low. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
and that a lot of like that was part of my problem being in the Philippines and during the lockdowns and stuff where I was locked in the house for weeks at a time.
Hmm.
That just took a toll on me,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. You're
So
see, you're not like me. I mean, I can stay for weeks and weeks without seeing anyone, and
yeah,
sometimes I prefer that because people can drive you crazy.
yeah, I totally understand that, and it's
I mean, I
you know
avoid
it's
crowds.
good to get away from people for a while, but when you can't go out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I'm in prison already, and
Yeah.
oh man. But yeah,
Hey,
it's
yeah. So I
time.
mean,
My
but here,
doctor wants
back
me
to
to.
those houses in Japan, though. Like I said, you know, most of them are actually not in really bad shape. There
Right.
are some that have, you know, had
Right.
problems with weathering.
Yeah.
It just depends on how long it's been since the government took them over.
Right.
But the bottom line is, not any of them, not any of them that I know have ever seen,
Uh-huh.
right? No matter where they're located, if they're in the city or if they're in the countryside, right,
Mm-hmm.
would cost you more than $50,000 total from the time you bought them to
Yeah.
fully refurbish them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like I said, a lot of it's the parents died and
Right.
the kids don't want the house.
Right. I think that's what this one was that I was
Hmm?
looking at. And it's,
Yeah.
Beautiful wood floors. And I was like, man, this is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
It was like you said, it was on like the side of a big mountain or whatever. And you just walk straight down the street. I mean, I like mapped it out, walked down the street. I mean, it was less than 10 minutes. I could walk to that beach, and the beach was
Yeah.
beautiful. And, I don't know how great for swimming and stuff, but, be okay to just hang out at the beach and feel that breeze coming in.
Hey, Maximus, we don't talk politics on Bill's channel. If you want
That's
to do
right,
that, you
man.
come to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll go live later.
Yeah.
After this.
No, actually, I was live before you came on.
Oh, you were? I didn't see you pop up. But
Yeah.
I was only on there long enough to grab my
Yeah.
link. Mercy made the stream for me. I grabbed my link and then
Yeah.
posted it. So
Huh.
I changed the shirt. Oh man.
There again, they don't like free speech.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
But whatever people like, everybody's free.
Yeah. I mean, it's either I got to here. Should I change my shirt or get a box of tampons and send them out? I don't know.
Oh man.
Hold on. I will. For the thing. Yeah. For Hey, I show the same respect that other people showed Biden, so I figure I'm okay, right? Right? That what was that? You know, what- you know, Brandon, statements. Yeah, I show the same respect. See, hey,
Mm-hmm.
but anyways, for the easily hurt. Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem. Can't read that, but it's all good.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm,
Well, like I said,
I'm
some people are a little more fragile than others.
like I have friends on both sides.
Yeah.
So
So do I.
no problem with me. Like who you like, I like who I like.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, look at that. You flipped
Hey,
it. I
cool.
would flip mine, but it's red on the other side too.
Yeah. He's communist. Yeah. He's got the red shirt on.
Yeah.
He's damn Reds and commies.
Yeah.
That was when I was young. Remember when you were young and you didn't worst thing you do is call somebody a commie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now I guess it's a sign. Now I guess it's a sign of respect.
Yeah. Some people are. I seen. You always see crazy stuff on the Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
I seen a picture that that rapper Kanye West. He was
Okay.
wearing a swastika shirt.
Yeah.
Like how to get on TV do
Yeah.
something.
That's what I always laugh about.
It's
It's
like they do that stuff just to trigger
well,
people.
here,
Like free advertisement for them.
like I told somebody, I said, he says, you know, when we were doing mine, we actually were talking a little bit about the White House debacle, the streaming match. I said, well, you got to remember it was a meeting of the network TV stars. You had a one guy that was a TV star comedian in one country and a guy that was a comedy star in a reality show from the other side, and the two of them were yelling at each other. This is like like the match of the
Yep.
things. Yeah, the network TV star match.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, hey, Scoot, can you hold the fort down? I gotta hit the CR real quick.
You gotta go see the little boy's room.
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's actually where I disappeared a little while ago.
Yeah, I drank too many of them waters. I'm about to have another
Hey,
one.
so you're not planning on heading back to the Philippines this year?
No, not unless we have to. But
Well, good. That gives me time to build a new house.
there you go. I'll be back.
All right. So, anybody currently in the Philippines planning to go to the Philippines, or like we were talking about, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, any of those places? I don't know how many people are even watching right now. You're living in Barak. How do you like it? Not familiar with Barak? Yeah, that's my big thing about every place I go. Is my preference is zero expats. I always laugh, when guys say, "Oh yeah, I mean, Tim Daisiak, I love him to death, but you live in the Subic Bay, so, or yeah, it's, I prefer, like where I live. I'm trying to remember, have I ever seen an expat? I've seen them when I go to the city. Right, I've seen, but not many. There was a guy, Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventure, but he lived like 30 kilometers south, and every once in a while you'd see him up in Valencia City. But I remember talking to one barangay captain, and he said, your only American lives anywhere near, here, because where we stayed out in the hills, there weren't there. Yeah, that's like where Bill lived. I mean, if you ask Bill how many expats lived out near you, it would be zero and none.
Right, 0 to 9. Depending on when, sometimes they'll come over on vacation and stay there.
Well, but they didn't live there. Okay, like
Right,
where you
right,
lived, but
right,
they would go to General Santos, but
right. Yeah,
General Santos was a little bit farther, or
yeah,
Gabato. Maybe they go to North Gabato,
yeah.
but yeah. But actually, where you lived in the province, area where you
Right,
lived,
right.
yeah,
We were just outside. We were Coronadal,
yeah,
which is about 45 minutes if I'm driving to Jinsan or General Santos,
yeah.
and then it's probably about an hour or so to Kitty Pawan,
Mm-hmm.
and it's okay, but there's one guy that's there right now that I know of, and he's I'm pretty sure he's trapped there.
Yeah.
I think he's an overstayer that
Oh, he overstayed his visa, so he can't go anywhere.
he can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
And he doesn't go out very much. He actually does like a.
I know one. I know one like that. I know one like that out. Up in Bukidnon. Yeah. The guy's been there for like 21 years.
Right.
And he's he came over on a tourist visa.
Yeah.
And and he never left.
Yeah.
He met this girl that they had a little ceremony at the thing, but it's not a legal marriage because because she's married to somebody else.
She's already married.
She was already married. They've had a couple of kids, and he runs around. He runs around out in the barangay areas.
Yeah.
But he definitely stays. Here I haven't seen him, but I've heard from his brother-in-law as they were driving about 40 kilometers an hour, down the road. Right? There was a police checkpoint, right? As he leaped out of the door into the ditch and walked home.
Crazy.
Yeah, just so they didn't ask to see his ID.
Right.
They'd ask for his passport, which he doesn't even have a valid passport. He hasn't renewed his passport.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we had to go to Cebu to get my, kids only have a 5-year passport.
Yeah.
So we were there for at least 5 years, so we had to go renew their passports before I could even bring them home. People were like, "Why didn't you bring your kids with you?" Well, their American passports were expired. They had Philippines passport, but if I brought them over on that, then
you'd have to have visas and everything else. Yeah.
So
I never quite understood. I never quite understood the whole passport idea. I realized the passport idea from the day back then.
Right.
But in today's day and age, right? What does the passport do? Why must I have this chunk of paper in my hand? Right?
They just track you with it, right?
Well, no. Here. So if I leave in the Philippines, right? Is it every country has some kind of an ID card of some sort. Like in the United States, we have driver's licenses,
right?
But you also can get a passport card,
right?
Right. So, as a U.S. citizen, when I go to leave the United States, they say, "Are you a U.S. citizen?" Yes, I am. And the guy goes, "Oh, okay." And he takes the camera and he clicks a picture. Right?
Right.
And it'll take about 12 or 15 seconds. It'll pull up my record in front of him. He says, "Okay, you have, where you,
Right.
have a nice trip, sir." And when you come back, you do the same thing coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We have the technology. You don't need don't need a goofy little book and stamping and standing in lines and so forth.
But you also, most of the places, do your thumbprint or whatever,
I mean, when you go, and now 10 years ago when I lived in Kuwait, everything was done by, you put your hand on a little scanner and it did all 5 of your fingerprints.
Mm.
And I did security at that time when I was in Kuwait for the U.S. military and, for the Kuwaiti government and, also the Saudis and half a dozen other countries. But but I was like, what, but they got to see, they got to have a little passport and got to put a stamp in it. Right. Because why? I mean, when you go to the Philippines, that stupid little piece of paper.
Right. But,
lose it. Tear it out of your, take it out of your passport and lose it.
Right. I never carried my passport with me, no matter where I went. And, even if I was at home, the passport's at the house there, locked up in the safe or whatever. But if I went to Davao or something, or went to CDO, I didn't take my passport with me.
Yeah.
I landed at home. There in Mindanao, I go through a checkpoint, they're just happy to speak English to me, or you know, happy that they see an American driving around their country, and they're like, hey Joe, how you doing?
Yeah, yeah. I used to always, yeah. I never carried, I never carried my passport anywhere I've ever been.
Yeah,
Because, I said because one, if you lose it, it's a pain in the butt.
exactly.
I mean, not that it's going to do anybody any good.
Right.
I mean, back, the big thing, I laugh, being in security. I said, okay, 25, 30 years ago when you had passports where you could sit there and take a, you know,
Right.
there's a
Now,
little process
stop
which
it.
involves steam
Right.
uh, steam and a surgical scalpel. You could remove
Right.
the picture and
Yep.
change it, and it would take them days to figure out you had altered your passport.
Right. Right.
But those days have been gone for over 15 years,
Oh yeah.
right? You're not going to you're not going to forge a passport.
No.
I mean, the days of passport forgeries are pretty much over.
Yep.
If somebody reports a passport stolen within a minute or two worldwide, it doesn't work.
Right.
And
Yep.
just hand them the card. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I had the card, but I can't even say. I kind of quit carrying my wallet while I was in the Philippines. I
Yeah,
just,
I don't do that either. I just,
I just didn't. I didn't have my driver's license on me or nothing.
yeah. I
But the
told
whole
somebody,
whole
no,
time I
if
was
you
there,
want
I never got a driver's license
yeah,
there either. Even though I've been through all those checkpoints, they never asked me.
yeah.
I never showed them. But
No,
that was just in that area where I lived. So
yeah, I told somebody, I said, see, now I've got I've got this, somebody said, oh, I said, oh, if something happened in the Philippines, I have plenty of money with me. I
right,
just don't have a wallet. And I
right,
don't have, I said, and I don't, it's not in my pockets.
right,
Right? Well, it kind of is. It kind of is.
right,
I have underwear that has a pocket right next to my
right.
right next to my junk,
Yeah,
and usually I keep like 10K in there just for in
right,
case.
right.
In case I need it, I can always use the
Right.
comfort room and come out, and say, "Oh,"
Yeah, I do got money.
and then you put it. No, and then what you do is put it in your shoe, and then you take your shoe off and you pull it out. Say, "Oh,"
Right, right.
yeah, because if you reach in your underwear and pull it out, they won't take it.
You did get stopped. Well, I got stopped once in Davao, but uh, I was like, yeah, I just got here last month. I think it was the time I went out of the country and came back in, and
Uh,
it was like, yeah. But
yeah,
I'd always tell them, yeah, I just got here last month. I don't have my passport on me anyway. So
yeah. I mean, I found you pull up to the checkpoint. I leave the light off in the center.
yeah,
And then you pull up, then the police will be, oh, I need on your light. I thought the headlights are on. Act like a complete idiot. And finally, oh, which one? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, then
yeah,
okay, go.
right. Yeah, they want you to roll down all the windows and turn
Yeah,
on all the lights.
roll the windows down. What?
Who?
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
But or
all
my
these
favorite,
people.
my favorite one is like, oh, we need to see your driver's license. What's
Right,
in my wallet?
right,
Yeah, I don't have my wallet with me. It's at home.
exactly.
You want to go home with me and we'll get my wallet? No, no, no,
Yep,
that's okay, sir. Go.
you go. Yep.
I
Yeah,
mean,
down in
here in the States, you get a ticket for not having your driver's license.
right, right,
In the Philippines, they
right,
tell you next time, make sure you bring your
right.
driver's license.
Yeah, I stopped carrying it. I was there on, one of my vacations or whatever, and I was down in Davao, and I had put my seatbelt on, but I didn't fasten it,
Oh
and
yeah.
it was my air conditioner was going out. It was my wife's car at the time, and her air. I needed to get a recharge for it, so I had the windows rolled down so they could see me. And they
Mm-hmm.
pulled me over for that. That I didn't have my seatbelt fastened. I just had it on,
Yeah.
And I sit there. They had got my license from me, and then he just wanted me to bribe him with some money.
Yeah.
And I said no, I wouldn't bribe him. Like no, I'm not doing it. So finally, I had to stay there. I went down to the courthouse the next day. The courthouse wouldn't let me in because I was in shorts and my
Well,
chinelli.
they stopped that now.
Did it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
No.
they wouldn't let me in. So
Yeah.
I was like, forget it. I'll just pay. I'll just
No.
get a new license when I get back to the U.S.
Yeah.
So,
They said. Yeah. Now they said there's no longer a restriction of going into the courthouse. Even
right,
in Davao, you can go in
really,
the court. Yeah, you can go
that's
in the
what it
court
was.
government buildings. Okay, wearing as long as as now. Here's what it says. Okay, wearing shorts and everything.
Yeah.
I told BJ, I says, I wonder what they'd do if I showed up in a Speedo.
Push it to the limit, huh?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about a Speedo? A Speedo is shorts.
Right. Yeah, I like sit there and tell the security guards like I'm not coming in there to go to court or anything like that. I'm just paying a fine. Like there in Coronadal, I could go into the governor's center and go talk to the governor or go talk to the mayor or whatever, wearing my shorts and shit. I went in there all the time like that.
I can go in the Brangy office. I could
Right.
probably walk in the Brangy office naked, and and
They just stare at you
they'd ask
anyways.
me if they want me to turn the do we need to turn the air conditioning
Right.
down a little? I mean,
Right.
yeah. Oh, sir, here, here, sir. Maybe you need,
Right.
maybe you need a,
Yeah.
towel.
Wear one of these.
Yeah,
Oh man,
but yeah,
it's
but
good stuff.
if I, and yeah, same thing with the mayor. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna
funny.
go with.
I told somebody,
I talked to a couple of the mayors in some of the towns, but I never talked to the one there in there where we lived. I never talked to him. I seen him out. I talked to the governor a few times, but never the mayor.
yeah,
So,
yeah, like so when well, see, when I came in last time, I mean, I was like, oh my god, what are they, we were at a restaurant and all of a sudden, like four police off cars pulled up and the guys all jumped out and my god, what's, and then they came in the restaurant. He's like, oh my god, what's going on? And
right.
they come over. They came over and but
Okay.
a minute later, here comes this. And they said, "Oh, just stay, sir. It's okay. Stay." And about 2 or 3 minutes later, here comes this guy over. He introduced. He's the new mayor.
Okay.
He didn't know I was coming to town. He says, well, we just got into the Philippines yesterday.
Right. Right.
Oh, sir. Anything you need.
Right. Yeah. That the governor. When I talked to the
Because I
governor,
made
he
the
said,
mistake. I made the mistake before we went to the restaurant. I stopped at the bank, and the bank
"Okay,
manager came out.
oh, did he?
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. I said, it's still all run by the bank over there.
Right.
As long as you keep a lot of money in their account, they're
Right.
like,
Happy to talk to you.
yeah,
Yeah. Definitely know that one. It's when I talked to the governor one time, he was telling me, yeah, I'm a dual citizen too. So, okay. So he grew up in New York. He's back in the Philippines. He's dual citizen, so he's
hmm
got his citizenship there, and he ran for mayor. And of course, he had enough of American money to put
yeah,
himself. He
yeah.
got
Buy him, buy
mayor,
his way into almost anything. Yeah,
and then he did governor. So
yeah.
hey, it's cool. So
I,
yeah,
I
I
still
grew up
haven't,
in
I
New
still
York.
haven't, yeah, I still haven't understood that whole system they have over there, where if you if I pay you 100 peso to vote for me, will you vote for me? And you say yes, and I hand you the 100 peso, then you feel obligated to pay for me.
Right,
I told B-Joy's daughters, they said, well, just take the 200 peso, okay,
right,
go to Jollibee,
right.
right, and then vote whoever you want.
Well,
They said, and when they asked, "Did you vote for me?" It's, "Oh yeah."
of course. Of course it did.
They said that's how it would work here in the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said if they, if you stood out the polling place and handed everyone $100 bill to walk in and vote for you,
Right.
you might get a few votes, but you get a
Right.
lot of people taking $100.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I'd let him bribe me, but I wouldn't vote for him. Because I'm not be crooked. I wouldn't vote for him.
Yeah.
Vote for his opponent anyways.
Well, you see, I stay out. I stay out of their politics.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because
Quiet about
I
that
told
stuff.
them, I said, I really don't care. I don't care. Yeah, yeah. Technically, yeah, that's true. You can't as a dual citizen.
Yeah, but what he did, um, he was a Filipino, and then he came over here with his parents or whatever, and became an
I,
American. And
I,
then he got
I
his.
told somebody, I said, it's kind of unfair that Filipinos can get dual citizenship, and if I go to the Philippines, I can't get dual citizenship.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
that's why I couldn't understand. The
Because
one guy.
I'd love to go to like the Philippines, and then hey, you know what? I'm going to renounce my American citizenship and just change it over to a green card.
Right.
That way, I don't have to pay American taxes anymore. Then I won't have I don't have to pay income tax on my
Right.
on my money.
Right. Exactly.
You know,
But that one guy that got he was from Canada. They
mhm.
made him a
Yeah, that Kyle.
yeah,
I
Kyle.
actually met him. I actually met him when he was a kid. He was
Oh yeah,
flying. He's sitting next to me. He was sitting next to me in a Cebu Pacific plane flying to Cagayan de Oro.
yeah. That's where he lived
Like
for.
the second time he had ever been there, and yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
yeah, he
He
came
was
over. I guess he was a
in
college
town.
kid. And this is he came back because
Right.
he met this gal and she was working down in Cagayan. And then she went back to Manila,
Right.
and he stayed in Cagayan for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but I
got a
mean,
place down in Davao now.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. He bought that land down in Davao on the beach.
yeah, on the beach there. Yeah. He was in my town, and I was supposed to hook up with him, but where he said he was going to be, I didn't see him, and he was attracting a lot of attention. And
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to take him. He was like in the area, and he was going to all the shit places. I was like, well, let me take you to somewhere that's decent, up on the hill, and got a nice view and breeze and stuff. But I could never find him, so I had to get it. Become
Just a quick thing, without getting into the politics of it. U.S. passport, Philippine passport, whatever. What are the benefits you get from a U.S. passport?
right,
The ability to say you're from the America,
right,
right? If you actually travel around the world, right? There are, now as far as going to places without visas, there's a lot of better passports than a U.S. passport.
yeah,
The Philippines one ain't that bad for going around the world,
yeah.
right?
Or at
I mean,
least Southeast Asia, you're good.
I mean, having an American passport. I mean, when you're going through customs in a foreign country, I mean, here when I lived in Kuwait, I lived and worked in Kuwait. Right now, I had an American passport,
Right,
right? But I had a Kuwaiti green card,
right,
right? The green card, right, was a whole lot better than having an American passport because I just walk over in the line, walk right through, right?
right.
And if I had my American passport, I'd stand in line behind 450 Filipinos.
Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, I totally understand. Since living over there and still having to pay my taxes here every year, and
yeah. That's to me that's crazy. I mean, America is one of the only countries that does that.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's
I
why it
mean,
sucked.
but
And I, I have a house here in Indiana and stuff, and I still had to file my Indiana taxes. So
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
got to pay state.
crap,
State. Yeah, you got to.
right?
Does that
Paying
make any sense? Yeah.
paying state taxes, I would like, I couldn't do too much complaining because I got a house, and if it caught on fire, they come put it out for me. But other than that, what are they doing for me?
Yeah.
I'm not driving on the roads. I'm not
Yeah.
not doing it. But
I never quite understood that. Why not the grand? You know, I mean, I don't care whose passport you have. I mean, a passport's a passport, right? You know, I mean, when somebody says, "Oh, my passport's worth more than your passport," mm, you know, that's where that's that whole thing with my pride that somehow I think my passport's better than yours. I mean, now if you want a passport where you don't have to go anywhere in the world and ask for a visa, you want a Japanese passport,
right.
right? Because in America there are countries where you will need a visa to get in. Japanese,
Mhm.
no. There's
Yeah.
only 4, right, for a Japanese passport.
Yeah.
United States is like list is like what 50 or 60. Yeah, it's
Yep. Yeah, I know they had to have one going to
I mean,
Vietnam.
the embassy in the United States. Here. In all honesty, I can tell you one thing I learned when I lived in Kuwait. If you're a Filipino and you have a problem in Kuwait, the Philippine embassy, okay, is right there for you. If you're an American citizen, right, and you have a problem in Kuwait, 2 3 days maybe they'll get to you.
Ooh. How big was the embassy there?
Where
I've
in
never
Kuwait?
been. Yeah, in Kuwait.
Eh, I mean, square footage ways or amount of
Like,
people.
is it a lot
I
of
mean, it was
people
fully
there?
staffed. I mean, it was fully staffed.
Yeah.
I mean, not. They didn't have. They didn't have the
Maybe
full.
Kuwait.
They didn't have the full. They didn't have the full. Like if you went to the embassy in Syria,
Mhm.
or that the staffing's a little different. Because if you went to like when I go to the U.S. embassy in Somalia,
Mhm.
right? That one, their staffing was more more guards than
Right.
an actual staffing. They didn't have much for foreign help,
Right.
but they did have a lot of intel people.
Mhm.
And you go to Egypt, there is I mean, it's just how they staff them. But yeah, most
Right.
of them are fairly well staffed. But as far and size wise, they're about the same.
I've only been to the one in the Philippines. That's the
Yeah,
only embassy I've ever been
I mean
to.
the Philippines embassies, a little different. I mean, like the one
Yeah.
in Kuwait, they had 600 beds because when Filipinos, OFWs, had problems with being abused or whatever at work, they would come to the embassy. They would stay there until they could get them out of the country.
Right. Right.
And there were times when there were Filipinos sleeping in the hallways because they were overwhelmed.
Right.
But
People. Yeah.
but I mean, the U.S. embassy, you ain't staying there.
No.
No, not unless you're going to be killed when you walk out the door. Yeah,
Hmm.
you ain't staying inside. There not you go find a hotel or whatever. Oh, you don't have any money. That's your problem. You know,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
you need your passport.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll get it to you in a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hang out.
yeah, yeah. You missed your flight. Now it's going to cost you $400 because you didn't. Because you lost your passport.
Right.
Well, you don't have the $400. Well, you're going to have to find somebody.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No.
I will say, when it comes to service, American embassies,
Yeah.
hmm, they're
But
okay.
you know
Not even,
what? When I was in the embassy there in Manila, I taught the guard was a Marine, of course. The
mhm.
guards at the door. Then once you get past him, then it was all Filipino staff.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to not one American in there. It was all Filipinos. And while I was over there, I thought about, I had seen some postings for, working at the embassy, and I was like, oh, maybe they pay pretty decent or whatever.
No.
It's Filipino pay. I like,
Yeah.
nah, I ain't about to live in Manila.
There's very few. There's very few. There's very few American, what they call American
Right.
jobs at
Right.
embassies.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing though. If you ever can, okay, go to any U.S. embassy and eat.
Oh yeah.
They have buffet cafeterias
Oh,
that are unbelievable.
shoot, I was so ready to get out of there after, being in. It's like, oh, I gotta get. I'm ready. I'm done. But my wife,
But as
when
far
she
as,
was going through her
actually, as
interview,
far as services,
yeah.
by the U.S. embassy, I said, I told somebody, he said, here, it's like when Americans go over to get married in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't
That's
know what
why
they charge now, $50, $60, $70. Somebody told me, to go in there and basically have them notarize it. They hand you a piece of paper that says, okay,
have
I'm
you ever been
not
married,
married in the United States,
divorced?
and
Yeah,
and
that's what I did.
oh no, it just says I'm not married in the United States,
Yeah.
and it's legal for me to get married in this country.
Right.
It's a standard form. You sign it, under
Right.
perjury laws.
Right.
Hand it to them. They charge you $50 to $100, I think, depending on the embassy. And
what do you talk over, Bam? That's how he does when he's drinking.
yeah, so and I said most embassies, you don't have to even pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like when I married B-Joy in Thailand, we went to the Philippine embassy.
Uh-huh.
Right? She needed her Sanamar. They said,
Yep.
okay, ma'am. And they said, okay, you come back in 2 days. And they gave her a seminar.
Right.
She didn't have to pay a fee.
We had to pay a fee.
Well,
But,
in the
it's
Philippines.
low in the Philippines. Right? We were trying to get somebody a Cinemar, and you go in there. Sorry, the computers are down today. You got to come back tomorrow. Like,
My favorite line, yeah. But hey, just so you know, even in foreign embassies, it happens.
that's what it is. Huh?
American foreign embassies sometimes have computer issues.
Oh, man.
Yeah, internet
Man,
issues.
I sit there and fought all this traffic to get over there, and then you guys gonna tell me to come back tomorrow. Like, crap.
Yeah,
I think I had to get something before I left the Philippines, like a Cinemar type of deal or something. They had to do a check on me to make sure I didn't break any of the laws while I was there.
yeah. Well, no, here, Maximus. The thing was, it wasn't in the Philippines. This was in Thailand.
Yeah,
At
in the Philippines you're paying.
The embassy, there's not a lot of fees because most of the
NBI clearance.
most of the people, that work over there, basically all of the people they see are OFWs, and they don't have a lot of stuff that they charge OFWs when they're overseas.
That's good.
Even when we registered the marriage, I don't think we paid a fee to register our marriage with the NBI either.
No, I didn't. I didn't have a 13A. I did ballot buy-in visa. So our plan was, I go into the Philippines with my wife, and then, we wanted to travel while we're over there. So I just took trips. We go to Thailand for a few days, come back, have another ballot buy-in visa, and that will last me a year. So I figured at no time did I want to stay in the Philippines for a full year without leaving and going on vacation somewhere, or go visit another country. So I didn't want to get a 13A or Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with, well, I'm thinking I'm going to do the vet SS, was it
Yeah,
SSRV,
yeah,
the veteran thing.
yeah,
Yeah. When I go over there, I got to find out exactly what paperwork I need
yeah.
because
I don't think they're too hard
I've
to
talked to
do.
three different Filipino agencies about it, or people at the NFO or whatever they call
Hmm.
it now,
Yeah,
and I've gotten three completely different
yeah.
answers.
That's how they do you
Yeah, it's like
every time.
yeah,
Yeah. I sit there and told one lady, like, look, I know you're not telling me the right answer. Go get your supervisor. And then she come and like, oh yeah, you're right, sir.
yeah,
Yeah, she didn't know what she was talking about.
yeah. It's like no. See, I told BJ, I said, so what I'm thinking is what I'll do is I'll shoot in and out for a day or two every 6 months,
Right,
just so I don't have to get a driver's license.
right.
Because after 180 days, I have to have a driver's
Is
license.
it 180? I didn't know if it was
Yeah,
180 or 90, but I never got a driver's license
yeah.
all the time I was
You
there.
know,
So.
but just in case, I said just in case, Well, and then there's another little caveat.
90 days.
My government insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. My retirement government insurance says that if you know if I'm out of the country more than 6 months, right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not covered. So, like every 179 days, I have to leave the Philippines at least for a day and
Right.
come back,
Yeah.
and then I'm covered another. Then all my medical is covered.
Yeah. Well, just take your wife with you, so when you go back in, you'll have a Balabayan visa, and that's good for a year.
Yeah,
So you don't have to
I
pay
don't
the.
know if they actually. I think yeah, they said if you're more than 30 days in the Philippines now, you have to apply for a visa to come in.
Yeah, you got to get a extension if you're already there, or get a visa before you come. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to do the ACR card. I've heard from too many people it's too much of a hassle.
yeah.
But yeah,
Uh-oh.
my big thing is, yeah, for my medical insurance, that way I'm 100% covered in the Philippines up to,
All right.
I forgot what, $1 million or something.
Now, do
Which
you
is
have to?
$1 million.
Do you have to go to
Hmm?
whatever that hospital is up in
No,
Manila?
no, no, no. I can go
You can go
anywhere.
anywhere. That's good.
All I got, thing is I got to pay the bill and then, and then
Right,
send it.
right. Then
But yeah, so it's up and it only covers me for $1 million in coverage every year.
yeah, St. Luke's. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I don't have to go to St. Luke's.
Yeah,
It's not, this isn't through the
VA.
what the U.S. military
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Paid first. Yeah,
Oh no. Yeah, trust me, that government insurance ain't bad.
yeah. Not
I mean,
not too
zero co-pays and,
bad. Right.
and that, yeah, yeah, and I mean the one time I was in the Philippines. No, it's not VA. Nothing to do with the VA. Yeah, this is private. Nope, not TRICARE either. This is private insurance.
Yep.
It's kind
Well,
of
I just paid
like
mine.
Blue Cross. I mean,
Everything I needed.
yeah. If I walk into any doctor's office, and they will accept my insurance, there's zero copay. I mean, I pay zero copay on drugs.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the first time I walked into my doctor's office and say, "Oh, we have to call him and then we'll tell you what your copay is." Oh, sir, sit down. Don't have copay. Yeah, something like that. Something like a security attaché.
Yeah.
But
I've been trying to get used to having new doctors and stuff here in this area that we moved to, and I'm not familiar with everything around here yet. And my my wife did find us a Filipina doctor, though.
yeah, oh yeah, you got to go to Filipino doctor.
So she found one.
Yeah,
So the other day though, I went in there. I needed some refills, but I had to go see him first, and she wasn't available for 2 weeks or whatever. So I seen her nurse practitioner or whatever. And
oh okay, yeah,
she was American, but I liked her as well. So I was like, hey, it don't matter who I see when I go in.
yeah.
One
That's why
you see is good. So
TSS spit. No, that would be a no Maximus. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. And I told somebody, I said, yeah. I mean, well, actually, what I like about my insurance is like the one time, it was just before the COVID. I wasn't feeling really good,
uh,
and and, and seeing B Joy was a nurse in Thailand. I just went to Thailand.
wow. Oh yeah.
He said, hey, check me in, and they actually
Very
did a
cool.
stint. They did a stent in my heart, and
Oh wow.
just minor blockage,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
did stent, and that. Okay, and I think it cost me it's like $8,000.
I did it.
Yeah, but I guess but then I had recoup time and everything, so I
Mhm.
lost wages and all that, and they paid it all back.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So
I've tried
Brent,
to get first pay and then get back. Phil Health,
mhm,
the joke. What was that? Paid 350.
350 out of
Yeah,
pocket.
Phil Health. From what I've got gathered, if you're not Filipino, Phil Health is probably not your best choice
Right. I
because if
I
you're not
think my wife
Filipino,
said something about getting me on her policy while I was there, but I was like, I'm
yeah,
not planning on. If I'm
Phil Health.
going, I'm dying. So that's the only way I'm going to the hospital. If I'm half dead.
Phil Health, yeah. And he said, and I, you know, I mean, yeah,
This was when the
my
wife.
wife's daughters are on, Phil Health.
Hey,
Baby, what's up?
how's it going,
How about them Lions kicking Colts butt?
Colts? They can kick the Colts butt all they want. Win a playoff game.
Pacific Cross. Oh, it's an insurance company, right? Pacific
Uh,
Cross. I don't know. I actually a friend of mine looked into some of those policies, and they're kind of expensive.
oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I like I said, I don't worry about them too much, but
Scotty, if you want to come up, or
yeah,
anybody
bring.
else, I
Yeah.
dropped it there.
Yeah. Then the Scotties will take over.
Yeah, I'll just drop down, let you guys go at it. He's in the Philippines right now, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Scoot Scott. Yeah. All the same. Yeah.
same thing.
Versus one Bam.
The one and only, I guess. No
Yeah.
Super Bowls, yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
I was
they got
hoping
a
they would
perfect
go this
record.
year.
Yeah. They
Right.
get that perfect record.
Yeah.
Why break it now?
They get scared when somebody talks playoffs. Playoffs? Like the old Colts coach. Playoffs? Playoffs. Jim
Yeah.
Warner or whatever.
That'd be like, it's like a Cowboys fan when you say, "Hey, you going to playoffs?" Huh?
Right. Who?
What? What? What the hell is what the hell's a playoff?
They got the combine down in Indianapolis, and I used to go to it about every year.
Yeah.
And I seen the the Colts, or not Colts, but the Cowboys owner there, and I
Yeah.
seen a bunch of people there. But yeah, I was doing this to him. Choke. But they were good back in, what was it, the 80s?
But you saw that picture. You saw that picture of the Colts cheerleader, right? Or not the Colts, Cowboys cheerleader. Let me show you.
Which one?
Hold on, I gotta find it here.
So is your wife actually singing karaoke, or is she just singing while she's doing dishes?
Her sister, and my mother-in-law. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Their sister moved in now.
Oh, okay.
Because she had an argument with her boyfriend, and she third time she's here now, never going back. We'll see what happens.
Right.
I can't find it now. Where did I put it?
I know it seemed like the karaoke got louder. I didn't know if it was.
Oh yeah, it just depends
karaoke.
on it goes up, it goes down.
Yeah.
Sometimes it sounds a little better than others.
Right. Man. That's what we got. Blue Cross, Blue Shield. Not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield's kind of the gold standard.
Yeah.
But I mean, it used to be. I mean,
right. I don't know.
Back when it was 0% on anything, and
yeah, I used to have the best insurance when I worked at FedEx. It was the whole family. I could get everybody on my plan for like $8 a week, and it paid everything. No copay, no nothing. Like, man, this is the best. Then it all went to hell.
Yeah, well, I tell people, I'm old enough to remember when you went to work for somebody and you didn't have to pay anything out a month.
Right.
$11.81 a month.
Shit.
And Scotty B says no. Oh no, it's not 2 women. I got 4.
4 women.
Yeah.
Well, I only got one woman in the house.
Yeah, I have my daughter, my wife, her sister, and my mother-in-law.
Whoa.
Yeah. I am surprised that I am able to get out of bed in the morning, put my underwear on, then my pants without my underwear being on the outside of my pants without any of them in the room.
Yep.
Because everything I do after that moment I walk out of the room is wrong.
They're all up in, huh?
Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah. I can't even cook eggs correctly. I can't, and heaven forbid I tell them they put too much water in the rice. But when you reach in there and you reach down and the whole spoon comes out and it's a big blob of stuff.
Right.
It's glue. That's not rice. It's glue. You put too
Right.
much water in there.
Yep. Pay 10%.
That's 10%. Retirement 100%. Ooh,
Rough.
that's crazy.
That's why I'm trying to stay fat, so I won't make it to have to pay all that.
Well, no, I just find it amazing. Like I told somebody, it's the United States is the only country in the world that has those kind of insurance premiums.
Yeah.
And and for people and for and before anyone panties get all upset, I'll just say this, right? Every country I've ever been in outside of the United States has some version of national health care.
Right.
And most industrial first for what you would call first world countries,
Yeah.
right? Have completely free health insurance paid for, by collecting taxes,
Mm-hmm.
and it costs about one third of what they pay in the United States for health insurance, and, and in most cases, it's much better than what we get for coverage in the U.S. I mean, yeah. I mean, when I got shot, right? Now, if I'd been in the United States and got shot, I would have gone to the hospital. They would have treated me and everything, or whatever, and it would have been, it would have probably a pretty big copay, right? But see, I happened to get shot in Iraq, and then drove in, and and then went back to Kuwait, where I had a green card and I was covered under their health insurance. It cost me 9 days in the hospital. It cost me almost $120.
Ooh.
All insurance rates went up.
Yeah.
That's a sad thing, but yeah. My pension is generous enough. Whatever is left after the insurance is paid, still plenty for my bills and travels.
That is good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So Maximus has a pension. I don't
I
know if it's
wish I
Social
did.
Security or whatever, but yeah. Yeah. So, hey, let me ask you, Bill. So what do you're on you're doing Social Security thing, right?
Nope.
For disability?
No.
Well,
I,
just
I
living off,
tried. I tried, but
yeah. Just living off the fat of the land.
I'm the kind of guy that has my tentacles in a lot of different things, and
Yeah.
I lived off of savings, and I got some investments, and I got
Yeah.
some places rent, stuff like that. But
I mean, I worry about, a lot of the people, when Social Security actually, hits that point where, they get that letter that says, hey, by the way, starting next month, you're not going to, or,
not getting anything.
you're only going to get 60 or 70% of your check, and every year it's going to drop down until it hits about 14 or 15% over the
Right.
next 10 years.
Yep.
I'm worried about those people, but
Yep.
you know,
Well, I didn't know, but I know now. I jacked up my Social Security. Um, they go off of your past 5 years.
mm-hmm.
So when I came back to the
Well, actually, I
U.S.,
think they go off. No, now it's no. Their new way is, I think they go off after the last 10 years or 20 years.
well,
Of
according
average.
to I,
Yeah,
I talked to a lawyer when I got back to
the
the
last
state.
yeah last 5 years are more
Yeah,
critical.
I was going to file, but he was like, "Well, you haven't worked in 6 years or
Yeah.
whatever, so now you're looking at
Oh, here,
reducing."
Social Security goes on fit 35 years. That's what it is.
Yeah, but as
When
far as
I filed
if
for,
you apply for like
well,
disability or whatever,
yeah. Here's something funny for you. When I filed for Social Security last, couple, yeah, is about 3 weeks ago, right?
three,
The they 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 give you a listing of everything on Social Security, right? How much you made,
yeah,
right?
man,
And then I looked. I said, "My God, do you realize my first full year in the military, I made $517."
for a year,
Yeah.
shit, they tricked you. I remember back when I was only making, you know,
Yeah. And my next year,
$4.
because I got promoted, I made like $1,100. I was remembering back to those times. Man, I remember when I was rich. when I left the military, I mean, I was making almost $3,000 a month or $3,000 a year. And I was like, ooh, I got big money.
But every state is a little different. Yeah.
No, it doesn't go by state. Fed, Social Security goes by. Yeah, I think Maximus is right. They take, they said,
But as far as me
take
applying,
35 years, they adjust for inflation or
yeah, I was
whatever.
applying for Social Security and they like messed it up. I was trying to go with my back. I had back injury when I worked at FedEx. But yeah.
Here, Maximus, hey, that was back when you were still swimming in your daddy's nuts. Yeah, because you said you retired at 50, so yeah, it's pretty much when you were still in diapers.
Yeah.
Actually, probably before that.
Yeah, I've been trying to think about what I want to do now at my old age. But I don't know what I want to do. Thought about getting a job, a
Yeah.
regular job, but I don't know. We'll see. I figured this YouTube thing is going to be day, and I'm going to be a millionaire.
Oh yeah, you'll be a YouTube millionaire.
Yeah.
How many of those I've
They say out of
but hey,
all the channels, 97% of them don't make any money, don't get anything. So,
no. But hey, here. So let's see. You'll never get back what you put into Social Security. That's not true. Right? Unless you plan on dying within 2 or 3 years. Okay? Here, in all of the time I've paid in Social Security, right, I did the math. Now at one point I only paid 1.2%, then it went up to 1.45 in the 80s, right? And if I add it all together, I have to live about 3.5 years. I get every penny I paid back. Now, if I use the simple eight year, the rule of 8 years, 8% interest, it doubles. I did that math. I have to live. Okay. Let's see, 5.5 years. I get it all back, and the rest of it comes from the people that pay in. Yeah, because they never expected the ratio to turn the way it has. Yeah. How old? Hey, Bill, how old am I? Yeah. I mean, Maximus wants to know how old am I. I'm as old as my teeth and a little old, or as old as my toes and a little older than my teeth.
I know if you worked in the 80s, you're older than me. I think my first job was 87, busting tables, 80, 88 maybe. While I was in high school.
All right, yeah. Let's see, 87. I remember 87.
Yeah.
Huh.
I graduated high school in 91. And
now I do remember 1991 very well because I spent 9.5 months in a bed going around in circles with a broken back. They tried to put my back together.
Too much corruption. Well, anything government.
Cool.
About 65.
My dad, yeah. Now here, I'll give you a hint, Maximus. My dad, when I talked to him today, he said, "Remember," he says, when you hit, he says, at your young age, he says, when you hit, when you hit 85, you start to slow down. And he says, at 97, I'll tell you, it's still a little slow.
Yeah. Well, my dad didn't.
My dad turned 97, in January, or not. In December.
Yeah. Great. It's awesome. Yeah. I'm too fat for thinking about that age. I mean, if I don't thin down, The doctor said I ain't gonna be around too long anyway. So, I like too much rice.
Let's see.
Died at 55.
Yeah, Gene Hackman dying at 95.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, hey, at a certain age you got to go.
yeah.
I mean, I learned a long time ago. You ain't going to change that date.
Nope. Whatever you do, huh?
See, but what I want to do before I die, I have one wish. Right? I want to have Bill walk with me down the street of Davao wearing a cheesehead hat,
Uh,
right?
yeah.
Just
I
just so we can walk around and take video.
right. See how many people come up to
And
us.
then what we'll do is when people ask us questions, we just look at each other and go, no, 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 no. And we'll create
Yep.
our own language.
Fudge Packers, go Bears. Maximum, where I live at now, all the
Wait, wait,
people
wait,
root
wait,
for the
wait. The Bears actually won a game in what year was that?
Bears. 85.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, no. I think they actually won a game last year.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers it, but yeah.
I
The
want to
Bears.
go over to the Bears Stadium there in Soldier Field. Yeah. Go see a game.
So now we know the answer. Hey, Maximus loves the Bears and Trump. Explains a lot.
Yeah. I'm in Bears country now. That's where I
Yeah.
live. So I'm right here by Chicago. So everybody's a Bears fan.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my cold stuff around. I did buy they had a Chicago Bears T-shirt on sale, really cheap, and I bought one yesterday. They
Oh, you needed something for washing off the bowling ball and scrubbing your
Gary.
ass. So you bought one.
I'm
Gary,
not
Indiana.
I'm not too far from Gary, but no, I don't live in Gary. You on the border of Chicago? Yep. Gary's that way from me, and Chicago's that way. So I'm in between.
Gary, Indiana. Great place for lung. If you
Why
want lung cancer, move to Gary.
Gary. So I've been to the casino over there, the Hard
Oh,
Rock, and but I went into Gary down in the town and stuff, and seen the area and stuff. Like, ooh, some of this is rough.
yeah. I just went. I just went. I was just thinking. I said, when I was a kid, I remember going down to Gary, Indiana.
Yeah,
And my dad had to do work down there every once in a while.
yeah,
Yeah. And my dad say, okay, we're going into Gary, so hold your breath.
yeah,
I'll try to get you out before you have to breathe any of this.
yeah.
And I mean, literally, I mean, it'd be middle of the day, and you could actually see, as you pass the dump in Chicago and headed into Gary, you could see it getting darker and darker.
Horseshoe Casino. I've never been to that one yet. I went to the Hard Rock. The Hard Rock is on the south side of Gary, and that's not it's right off the interstate, so that's the one I go to. Like when my
I
son,
never understood the thing about going to casinos.
yeah, I'm not that big of a fan either, but my wife was.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
want to
I
go?
understand. Filipina, flashing lights,
Yeah.
tinkling noise. Yeah, they're like, huh.
Mm-hmm. So we went over, got some food, and played some games, and
But yeah,
it's Hard Rock, so they got all the Jackson 5 stuff in there, and you know
yeah.
all all
My
kinds of
former,
stuff like that.
I was married to a Filipino, and we got divorced. But she ran through. She spent like I don't know, between Vegas and the casinos here in Arizona, he blew through 600 grand. I mean, but she was just this close to the next big win. And she'd send me, oh yeah, I just won 20,000. I was like, oh, that only cost me what, 40?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife was trying to play the slot machines, and it's like, now what do I do? Now what do I do?
Yeah.
She wanted to play the one that had the handle, where you
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You pull
felt
it.
like you're doing something.
It's no button. Yeah.
Instead of the button.
The button was they're cheating me. I'm going to go to the handle one.
I need the handle.
Yeah. Just so you know, I can tell you for a fact, right, how those machines worked.
Yeah.
Is there's a same thing as like when you search something, an algorithm kicks in,
Right. Yeah.
right, and they pay out. Right now, if you go to Vegas, right, the the highest profit they have at every casino is the slots, right, and the slots in Vegas pay out depending on which casino you go to, somewhere between 98.5 and 99.2%. What that means is for every dollar you put in, right, they will give you back 99 cents.
Right.
Right? Most of the Indian casinos are set somewhere between 92 and 97%.
Right.
Depends on how close they are to each other.
Right.
So when you drop $1 in there, every time you pull a lever, if you keep pulling the lever, you're going to lose 2 or 3, 5 or 10 cents each time you pull it.
Right.
Yeah. And it's just a matter of keeping you in that seat.
Yeah.
Hence why casinos don't have windows in them.
Right. Yeah.
They give you free drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know the trick. I've never been to Vegas, so it's I'm not a gambler type, but the casinos are really close here. So,
Yeah.
but I just go when my wife wants to go.
Yeah. I told somebody, I said, you go there, you do like me. I drop $20 in there, or like for me, I'll drop, I might put 50 in there, and sit down. And when the 50's gone, you leave.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
We'll try to win it.
Might be 50, it might be 100, but that's
like Maximus says, hey, here, like the one time.
Yeah, I tell her.
Yeah, the one time, my sister-in-law, her ex, her boyfriend that she's never talking to again, he loved to go to casinos. We went there and I said, okay, I gave my wife $50. And she's like, because she pulled like fourth pull and she won like 1,400. I said, here. And I hit the button. I said, print. And I said, come on, you're done. Oh, no. Yeah, you're done.
Right. It's a win.
Because this, you won you walked away. This is how you win.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you sit there, you're going to have zero.
Exactly.
And she didn't believe me, but she watched her sister win $600 and then lose every penny of it.
Right.
And her sister put like 200 extra in, trying to get back that 600. He said, He said,
That's how they do you. All right, I'll be back again.
Well, here, hold on a second. Here, right. For Maximus, just so you know, Bill tells Mercy absolutely nothing she can do because he loves the fact he can hear out of both ears.
Right. She's not slapping me.
And no bruises on his face.
Right. Oh, Lord. All right. Be back again. Too many words.
Mercy, if you're listening, you're an angel. Anyways, yeah. So if you ever go to a casino, that's the way it works, right? If you hit, cash out, walk away. Now, if you want to make money at a casino, blackjack. When you play blackjack, you do actually stand a winning chance, right? But blackjack is blackjack is a game where where the house always wins based off the fact that the house has 3 or 4 people. Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on getting kicked out. I've never been kicked out for blackjack. I'm that's the game I play. And I just play. I just play off the odds. I mean, what are the odds? Of you getting well, usually when I play blackjack, I win, but sometimes I lose. And it's. But then again, if I lose, I lost $20 or $50. Now I do 50 instead of 20. But yeah. I mean, actually, I'm pretty good at counting cards. I mean, I keep track quite a few numbers in my head. Kind of makes me do what I do now. But, well, yeah. I mean, if you're smart, I mean, here Max says, here's how it works. Right? Counting cards is not that hard. I mean, there's 4 aces, 4 kings, 4 queens, different different things. And what you have to do is learn how to store those numbers in your head. Yeah. And and if you're dealing with a 5 shoe or 4 shoe, so then you just multiply by 4. But the thing is training yourself that you can keep track of 4. Well, it's called an array. Casinos, okay, 5 decks. So you want an array of 5 by 4. If you can keep track of an array of 5 by 4, I mean, that's a computer programming thing, but yeah, it's not that hard to do. To teach yourself to do it. I mean, most times I can tell you how many aces are left in a shoe. If I was there when the shoe was introduced. Well, the thing is, yeah, if I went in every day, there might be a day that I would get banned from a certain casino if I went every day, but I don't go every day. I mean, the guys that get, nailed for it are guys that basically they turn it into a living.
Yeah.
I mean, I can teach Bill how to count a 5-deck shoe. It's not that hard. I mean, involves your toes.
Right. I was gonna say I can't even.
Your toes, and every once in a while your dick has to get hard.
Yeah.
I never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, I was just joking about that too. But, so how's Mercy doing? I haven't seen her for a while.
Yeah, she's over there.
Yeah, I heard her in the background a little bit ago.
Yeah. Guess she took a shower. Went into the CR and seed her mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she took a shower and didn't invite us.
Right.
I'm hurt. Tell her it's like right here. It's like a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some schools opened, huh?
Yeah, I'm ready to sit on your
Mars, you gonna come in the show?
Well, I mean, I don't go to casinos that often, so
Yeah.
I'd never be considered a counter.
I live right here close to one. I've been there, I think, twice since we moved
I
here.
mean, there's probably 10 of them within a 30-minute drive of me around here, and
I think I got a few up
I
there.
always laughed about the indie casinos. I said, I mean, the people that spend most of their money there complain the most about, all the stuff the Indians get that, we're not allowed to do.
Right.
And I said, yeah, and yet you spend all your money. Oh, you're here, Bill. You want
Me
you want
sing?
want to?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Bill
not
and I are going to sing the frog song. It'll sound like two frogs.
yeah.
I just don't. Here, Maximus. I'll just explain it real simple. I don't enjoy gambling. I don't do it. I deal with facts, figures, and reality, and gambling is
I'm
chance.
not part of that.
Yeah, and it's just something I mean, it drives me nuts. Not that I'm bad, I mean, it was that old. Was that movie that they did about the guy that could shoot, all the way across Australia? Anyways, and when he shot the guy, he says, "Hey, it's not that I don't know how to use a handgun. I just prefer not to." Right? I mean, it's not that I can't gamble.
Right.
I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't enjoy going into, here, let me explain it. My idea of a crowd is 10 people. If I have to have 10 people standing around me, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'll just be honest. I mean, it makes me uncomfortable. Right? At 20, my flight or fight reaction kicks in. I mean, I don't go to a lot of places because I don't go to malls, right, unless I'm with my wife, and she knows that hey, if the store is too crowded, don't take me in there
Right.
because I'm going to walk along the wall with my back to the wall, and it's just me. We could sing the Everly Brothers. What song?
Not me.
Huh? What song?
Not me. If I start singing, I'll lose the 5 people that's watching.
Well, all I know is if I start singing, there'll be cats. There'll be cats, like 2 counties over. Wake up, little Susie.
Oh man.
Wake up, little Susie. Wake up. Your turn.
No.
But
Not happening. What are you watching?
yeah, but are we allowed to change the words?
I thought you were watching on your phone. Are you trying to get me to quit, Mars?
What's Mercy out there yelling about?
She said she's ready for me to be done.
Oh, is she?
She's
Okay,
ready for some
Mercy.
cuddle time.
Mercy.
You can't hear you. I'm on the headphones.
Oh, okay.
He's yelling for you, Merce.
Hi.
I don't know if she's trying to be. The camera's in such a weird place. I
Way in the back. Okay.
Yeah, she's back there somewhere.
I was just gonna give her a wave.
Yeah. Well, you can wave at her. She can probably see you, but you can't see her. There you go.
And she's hiding.
Well, I don't know if
It
you
hurts. It hurts. She doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh man.
Yeah. But
yeah. Scotty.
So okay, we're gonna let Bill go. I'm gonna jump
Yeah,
out of
I
here,
gotta go.
buddy.
Well, I appreciate you coming
God,
on, hanging
God
out
bless,
with me.
brother.
Yeah.
You take
Don't-
care.
Yeah. We'll see you later. Take it easy. Tell the wife we said hi.
Yeah, they're still singing.
I hear 'em. All right. But thank you guys for coming in, and appreciate you. My wife just left out. I thought she was. Can you guys see the door? I thought she was ready. Anyways, yep, it was good to see you guys. Appreciate the thumbs up or whatever, and we'll see you. We'll see you next time. I don't do lives too often, but people have been asking me to do more. But at least they'll comment and say, "Hey, do the live." And if Brad, if you're back in here, send me a message, and I'm on Facebook. Bam, check out the Rileys. I don't know if I got you on there or not. I can't never remember who's on my Facebook and who's not. But anyways, thank you guys. Scotty, I don't know if I seen you guys' latest video. I know Lynn was doing something about the Sorry store, but I can't remember when she does them in whatever channel she does them where she talks to Tagalog. I'm lost. So or whatever she speaks, Messiah, Tagalog, something. But I try to figure out what she's talking about. But oh, you're watching the store. Yeah, no problem. All right. Bye, everybody. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Check out the Rileys. And the stream. Usually I have somebody here to do this stuff for me. Here we go.